Additionally, I would also like to remind everybody about the rules. Refrain from commenting on the responses of other candidates. Keep your closing remarks focused on your campaign. And what I'd like to do is explain the order. Up first will be Mr. Brown, followed by Mr. Smith, followed by Mr. Rubens. They will have 2 minutes each. Mr. Brown, closing remarks.
Well, thank you for being moderating. Thank you to all of you for hanging in there and you go home and spend time with your families. It's an honor to be up here with Jim and Bob, 2 good guys. And any one of us would be a better senator than Senator Shaheen. We are in trouble. We are a world on fire. We're a country in distress. We need to right the ship. And guess what? We may not agree on everything, folks. But if we unite after this primary is over, I guarantee you, we will have a very positive result from the governor all the way down to the state rep races. We have an opportunity to make Harry Reid the minority leader. And with all due respect, and then take all those bills on his desk and put them on the president's desk, and let's see whose side he's really on. Let's have him focus on the things that matter. Our debt, deficit, taxes, spending, jobs, national security, energy. Right now, we don't have independent leadership with Senator Shaheen. We have somebody who is the #1 quicksilver. I know you're shocked to hear this, but President Obama isn't up for re-election. But guess what? His #1 quicksilver is, and you have an opportunity to shock Washington, D.C. We have an opportunity to shock Concord with the gubernatorial races and take back the House here in our state. And guess what? Then we can focus on all the things that you're complaining about when you go home and when you're your VFWs and Legion Halls and your businesses. We are in trouble. We need to right the ship. You'll never hear me say anything bad about these 2 patriots up here. But we have a chance. And let's not miss this opportunity to take back our state, gain back that New Hampshire advantage, and take back our country. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will so we please welcome the next candidate up with his closing remarks, Mr. Bob Smith.
Thank you very much, all of you, for coming out tonight. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this country is in terrible shape, and we're not getting the job done. How's it working for you? We have trillions and trillions of dollars of debt, Republican administrations as well as Democratic administrations. It's not working. There's been a lot of words. There have been a lot of words spoken up here tonight, including me. The words don't get it done. I heard the governor of Texas last night say, we can talk about the issues all we want, but you've got to have people with the courage to stand up and stop it. Period. You know what I'll do? All those illegal immigrants that are waiting to become U.S. citizens so they can vote for Obama and the Democrats, I'll remove every one of them. I will stand on the Senate floor and say they need to go home because they came here illegally. Number one. Number two. You have got to stand up and take Shaheen on. You can't do it if you vote like it. With all due respect, you've got to show the difference. Just like Ronald Reagan said, you have to have passion. You have to show the full difference. Guess what? Reagan won elections. Not only did he win, he brought millions of Democrats, conservative Democrats with him. That's how we win. When we stand on our principles, not when we walk away from our principles. I don't want to see the historians write the chapter of this period of time that said that we set on our hands and let this country go. That's not what I want to see happen, and it's not what you want. If you want somebody to take Shaheen on so that this chapter can be written, that these people did stand up, they did try to save America, and they succeeded. Not that they sat on their hands and did the same old thing, put the same old people in, kick the can down the road, keep passing on debt for our children, on and on and on. Believe me, when this debate's over, if Bob Smith versus Gene Shaheen, win, lose, or draw, I guarantee you the people of this state will know who is on which side of the issue. Period. There won't be any opaqueness about it from Bakersfield.
Mr. Jim Rubens. Our country is, we got a basic problem in the country. Our country is bankrupt. We've known this for a long time. Our economy is not working. People are underemployed, 1 out of 8 Americans, and the government is spying on our emails and telling us what documents we use. The federal government has breached the bounds of the Constitution. These problems
we've had people in Washington on these problems for as long as I've been in the budget deficit, for example. Why is it that Republicans and Democrats can't deal with these fundamental problems? Because we've got a Washington, forgive me for saying it, but it's got to be confronted, it's corrupt to the bone. With a campaign finance system, to run for U.S. Senate like this costs billions of dollars. Where does the money come from? Half of U.S. senators spend half to two-thirds of their time raising money from interest groups, and their hands get tied behind their backs. They become career politicians whose objective is to become re-elected and raise more money and have their hands perpetually tied behind their back. You need someone to go to Washington who is not going down there to be a career politician. This is why I've term limited myself. This is why I've vowed not to become a lobbyist. This is why I'm the only Republican running for the United States Senate that backs public financing of elections, so that there's a mechanism by people who are committed to turning the country around and do so without selling their souls. It's why I also favor disclosure of campaign funding, so that we know that PillPack or Saudi Arabia is not financing candidates for the United States Senate. It's legal now. People, we've got to turn this around. We've got to turn around the corruption in Washington, because if we don't do that, we will not fix these problems. Don't go with any more career politicians, because you're just going to have more mistakes. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you. We'd like to thank the candidates for your participation tonight. And would you please give a nice big round of applause for our lovely participants. Ladies and gentlemen, one of these gentlemen will be your next U.S. Senator. Big round of applause for Mr. Williams, Mr. Smith, and Mr. Brown.
Crop tape.